Hello everybody, this is Shane R. Monroe with NVIdia Shield Zone. It's time to look at the new X1 optimized version of Geometry Wars 3, Dimensions Evolved. Just came out today, in fact. And yes, let's see how much better it may look on the X1 processor over the K1 processor. I'm very excited that this is playable now. The good news is if you already own this game for Android, you get this version essentially for free. It's a good deal. Alright, so this is, for those of you who are not already familiar with Geometry Wars, this is a twin-stick shooter, and there's all sorts of different modes you can play in. Let's take a look at the beginnings of Adventure Mode. So as you can see, there's a great amount of things for you to do here to get yourself all the way to the end. Let's go ahead and see how this works out. So on this version, I haven't played anything as of yet, so I see my friends on the leaderboard already. So in this case, you're supposed to reach the target score before the time runs out. You're awarded stars. Let's see how well I can do. So essentially I have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Alright, so use left stick to move around, blah, blah, blah. So we're supposed to fly through there. Fly through there. And get to shooting. The more you shoot, the more little green things you get. The higher your multiplier goes up, the higher your score goes. So the object is to pretty much be killing and acquiring at all times. This plays very smooth. The Shield controller is excellent for this. I've played it with the Shield controller before. So again, if you're not collecting the green things, you're not doing it right. Oops. Fortunately, I don't have a life thing to worry about. Again, you can play these over again to get a better score. A lot of this game has to do with level memorization and of course twitch reflex. Really, it's not so much reflex as it is knowing where to be at what time. As you see on some of the higher boards, you'll find that it really has to do with where you're at, when you're at, and what you do when you're there. Alright, so I'm down to a few seconds, so it looks like I'm going to score a double star on this guy. Let's see how I did. Alright, so I did not beat my friend. I think we'll have one more go at it. Now, as you see, I unlocked the next level already, but we're going to go ahead and see if we can knock him down a peg. Oh, I guess I did go forward. Oh well, that's fine. We get to see more of the game. There's also, yeah, see, get the little genomes. So there's also audible clues that will also tell you where good things are happening and that you should be somewhere other than where you're at. And I'll try to point those out when we get there. Right there, did you hear that? That means that a bunch of these coins appeared somewhere on the level. And that means a whole bunch of green things, which means more goodies for you. When you hear that, you go find the coins. That's your job. If you want maximum scourge on this game. Notice how there's clusters that show up like that. You also want to be there when it happens. It's sort of a thinking man's shooter. There's a lot of action, but there's a lot of ways to maximize your score. And, oops. and when you're not paying attention. See, there we go. That means I know that somewhere over there, there's a pile of coins and a pile of greenies. Like I said, killing's not enough. You got to get the gems as well. So don't fire and forget. Fire and collect. This game's incredibly smooth. I think the frame rate is definitely higher. It's been a while since I've compared directly to the K1, but this is amazing. It's super smooth. The frame rate is amazing. Hopefully the frame rate will come out okay on YouTube. I'm shooting it high. All right, let's see how we did. All right, 2 stars, and once again, my friend is with me, ahead of me. So let's do a quick retry. I think we can do better on that one. Less talk, more play this time, I think. Now, as you see, that one death caused me to lose enough time that I did not get my 3rd star. But I did manage to set the bar a little higher for my friend. Alright, so adventure continues going on. You'll have to reach targets. You'll have to, let's see, evolved. Right, so in this one, you have to reach the target score with only 3 lives. So as you can see, they progressively change up your missions and your goals. All right, so let's get out of the so-called adventure mode. Local co-op is fantastic. That means you both play on the screen at the same time. It's fantastic. You need 20 stars to open that guy. But what about classic mode? So there's all sorts of great modes from earlier versions of Geometry Wars, including Deadline Classic, King Classic. So let's see, score as many points as you can before the time runs out. 1 life, no guns, outside the King zones. Evolve Classic, score as many points as you can with 3 lives. So that's sort of like the original Geometry Wars, right? 1 life, no guns, trigger gates to kill enemies. That's fun. Score as many points as you can with 1 life. And score as many points as you can with 3 lives. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at this one. This pacifism has always been a fascinating one to me. This is a game of greed. Well, they're all greed. But the idea of trying to get as many of these guys together as you can to blow up at once is amazing. Right? So you try to group these guys. Get them to follow you, get a nice big line of them, and hope you don't get caught. So look at that. That's awesome. Like I said, it's about greed. Can you get back? Can you get the greens? Boom. Oh, see, that would have been amazing. But you only get one life to do that, so there you go. Let's see what else we got going on here. One life, no guns outside the zone. So check this out. This is cool. So once you're outside the zones, you get no life, and the zones constantly, or no firing. The zones constantly change. Do a quick restart here. So when you're in there, you can shoot. As soon as that ring expires, you're on your own until you can get to the next ring. Score and run. And again, you're still you're looking for the green guys. You know, you're still looking for the gems. It's all about greed, man. Which all the best games are. Dang it. Alright, so you get the idea. Alright, what else do we have here? Hardcore. Not enough stars. Options. What do we got in here? Audio. And nothing big there. Controller. Nice. Smart bombs. Super. And then achievements. What if I've got any carried over? Yeah, I got a couple. So that's cool. Leaderboards. Alright, so in adventure mode. He still got me on that one. And there you have it. So let's take another look here at adventure. Let's go the next round. Okay, reach the target score with only 3 lives. So now it counts to die, as if it didn't always count. But on a good note, you get to see pretty much the full screen all the time. False sense of security, if you ask me. That's some music from some of the classic Geometry Wars. Da, 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 da. Always reminded me of that HBO intro. Alright, so again, my strategy is to hit, collect, and run. Now we have a smart bomb. Get a certain number of those. I've got 1. Not ready to use it yet. Of course, as you might have suspected, the smart bomb destroys everything on the screen. Now, you may be tempted to kill all of those guys right away. See all those green guys? You want those before you rack up the points. There we go. Nice steady stream of death. Ah, you know, I saw that one coming. Couldn't do a thing about it. Again, memorizing the patterns of the arrival will help you. Look at this. So much greed to be had. Oh, bad. And I lost that, whatever that was. Super escape. That would have been a good time to use Mr. Smart Bomb. See, if you kill too many, you lose the gems. So you've got to be selective. You can't just go nuts. Oops. How'd I do? Oh, I got a star. Didn't even come close to my friends. Let's go another round with that. Again, less talking, more playing. Weak. There you go. Smart bomb worthy moment. All right, I think I had a proper showing that time around. There we go. Very nice. So what's next? Oh, a deadline. Reach the target score before time runs out. Should we go? Should we do it? Let's do it. It's 2 minutes of our lives. Now we have some barriers in the way, which may seem like a good thing, but not necessarily. They can, of course, be used to your benefit. Not like that. Remember, anytime you die, I think your multiplier resets, plus you lose valuable seconds. The difference between a good score and a great score can literally be 3 seconds of game time. Oh, dirty birds. Oh, I do have a smart bomb. Gotta pay attention. Hate those guys. Yeah, the bane of my existence. Weak. That cost me a lot. Could have scored some sweet points. Well, I can tell you this plays at least as good as on my PC. It's amazing. All right, so you notice as I go along, I'm earning these stars, right? I've got 7 now. That's what's going to get me into some of these other modes. All right, 40 for hardcore. Let's do one more round of something classic before I take off here. Let's do something that goes fairly quick. 1 life, as many points as you can. Man, waste no time. Remember, you're not on the clock, so there's no reason not to pick these green things up. And careful how you harvest them. Oh, crap. Well, that could have gone better. All right, let's go back. Let's see. Boss mode. Well, let's see a boss, right? Defeat the boss before the time expires. This will be good. So you have 30 seconds. Yeah, I remember this one. I played this on the PC. Restart. I'm trying to remember exactly what the trick was to beating this guy. It's been a while. Weak. Alright, I'm not going to continue with this and bore the crap out of everybody, but suffice to say, it's a great game. Pick it up. It's $10. Support the development for your friendly neighborhood NVIdia Shield TV. This is Shane R. Monroe, NVIdia Shield Zone. We'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.